Plenty of racing this week. We have two finals from Waterford. Harold's Cross tests the stayers over the Evelyn 750, and we also have semi-finals from Newbridge. We cross the Atlantic to meet Irish-American trainer Mick D'Arcy, but first we look at the developments at Waterford's Kilcohan Park. Due to the popularity of Greyhound racing, Waterford is extending its facilities to include two restaurants which will cater for nearly 200 diners, and it's expected to be completed in August.
We've seen a massive increase in the number of patrons that have come Greyhound racing over the last couple of years, which was attributed to the new facilities when we renovated the building as it stood, and we hope to capitalise on that, because our new customers are coming in from the 18 to the 30-year-olds. They're our biggest increase in customer base at the moment, and this is what we are trying to appeal to that age group and the age group beyond that. We're not trying to exclude anyone, that we hope to have facilities here that no matter what age you are, that we'll have something there for you. Our main priority when we have this development completed is to provide one of the best restaurant facilities in the area, that the food that you'll get here at Waterford Stadium will be as good, if not better, than the best restaurants that we have in the area. It was decided to incorporate the old building with the new building so that it's more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. The track is staying as it is. We couldn't improve on the track any more than what it is. It's one of the best galloping tracks, I believe, in the country, and we're quite happy with it. And a plus point of the whole lot of this development is the extra employment that it will create here in Waterford, and it's really something that will benefit the whole area and not just the Greyhound fraternity.
Despite the renovations, racing continues in full swing here at the Waterford track. The card has two exciting finals in prospect, and Mal Keaveney takes up the story.
As part of their spring festival, Kilcohan Park here in Waterford stages two finals tonight, namely the final of the Burgin Monumental Works Guys and Dolls Unraced Stake over 525 and the final of the Michael Gator Building Contractors Open 550 Stake. Dogs are now on parade for the final of the Burgin Monumental Works Guys and Dolls Unraced Stake. In the red jacket, it's Farlow Style, owned by John Davis here in Waterford and trained by Owen McKenna. This son of Stapler's Joan Farlow Dingle, an impressive winner here last weekend in a time of 28.80. Glenbreen Luck is an absentee in Trap 2, and in his place is Reserve L, Cushy Gale, owned and trained by Tom Codd of Enniscorthy in Wexford. This is a daughter of Spiral Nikita and Cushy Mustard. Running in the white jacket is What a Vision, owned and trained by Matthew Cummins. This is a daughter of Right Move Up and Palace Vision. In the black jacket, it's unbeaten to date. That's Anfield's Lady, a daughter of Mustang Jack and Dartfield Mists. And that one is owned and trained by Emer Sullivan of Portlaw here in Waterford. In the orange jacket, it's Mustang Messiah, trained by Steve Kavanagh for Stephen Burke. This is a daughter of Lassa Java and Kerogue Vixen. And Trap 6 is idle tonight because Rebel Merlin does not run. €1,500 the top prize on offer here, and they're off and racing, and very smartly away is Mustang Messiah. Farlow Style is beaten into that opening corner, but now goes in front. Mustang Messiah settles for second. It's the favourite Farlow Style, leading now by a couple of lengths from Mustang Messiah. Moving into third, it's What a Vision, the favourite leading. 2 bends from home. Mustang Messiah beginning to close. Farlow Style is still leading by a length at the final turn, and in front of the crowd. It's going to be close, but at the line, Farlow Style is justified favouritism. The full result now, the final of the Burgin Monumental Works Guys and Dolls Unraced Stake. The winner, Farlow Style. Second, Mustang Messiah. And third, the reserve, Cushy Gale. The winning time, 28.91.
We've come to Ireland. We've moved over here recently. Last September we've had a nice winner at Enniscorthy and another nice winner at Waterford tonight. It's great.
Talk us through the race. Farlow Style just about got in front at the turn.
He's a great tracker, he's a great railer, this dog. He takes the paint off the rails. He just about gets the trip. We think he's a young dog, and we think he might get a bit more stamina as he gets a bit older, but he ran well tonight, and He's going the right way. He's a very young pup. He's only September. We might just leave him off now for a little while. I'll speak to Ian McKenna, the trainer, and we hope that he just gets a bit stronger and stays on a bit. And I think he'll be quite a serious dog if that happens, you know.
Dogs are now on parade for the final of the Michael Gator Building Contractors Open 550 stake. Top prize here, €1,000. In the red jacket, it's Minor River, owned by Donal O'Connor and also trained by Donal. This one is a son of Mustang Jack and Minor Lady. In the blue jacket, it's Fly Quest. Killian Powers, the trainer here for the Autumn Kennel Syndicate of County Waterford. This one is a son of Top Honcho and Fly Venue. Running from Trap 3 tonight is Strider, that one owned by Dean Skehan of County Tipperary and trained by Donal Kehoe. It's a son of Top Honcho and Story of Love. In the black jacket tonight, it's Courage Prince. This one a daughter of Vintage Prince and the other Top, trained by Francis O'Donnell, and it's owned by Sandra Lynch and Shane Taggart, both of Dublin. Geordie Melody is an absentee in Trap 5 tonight, which leads us on to the striped jacket of Lissaroon Nose, owned by Dennis O'Mara of County Tipperary. This one is trained by Steve Kavanagh, and it's a son of He Knows and Moll's Line, a very fast winner here last weekend in a time of 30.06. There's top prize in offer here for the winner, €1,000, and they're racing in this final. Away smartly, Minor River. Strider now. Will he lead into the turn? It's going to be close. Minor River and Strider together. They're locked in battle into the second turn, and it's Strider that goes on marginally from Minor River. There's a great battle on between this pair. Courage Prince moves into third at this stage. It's a wide open race. Strider now beginning to show in front by a length, and at the final turn, it's Strider that leads in front of the stand and going up towards the line. Fly Quest finishing strongly, but Strider wins it. Confirmation now of the result in the final of the Michael Gator Building Contractors Open 550 stake. The winner, Strider, in second Fly Quest and third Lissaroon Nose. The winning time here, 30.27. With Martin Skehan, of course, you're only deputising tonight for your son Dean.
He was only 5 years of age. He wanted the trophy tonight. That's all he wanted. Not where he wanted the money at all. It's the cup he wants.
I'm sure Daddy will look after the money.
He will.
Just maybe talk us through the race for a moment. Strider was certainly a blanket finish there coming up the home straight.
Yeah, it's very close. He's getting caught going to the bend a lot of times. He wants a long run up, and he ran in Thurles on Sunday night. It was a messy type of a race, and he got caught coming home. And he's a fair bit of a dog. We think a lot of him.
Did you think at the final turn that he was going to be caught once again here tonight?
No. I thought once he hit from tonight that he would win it. There was no doubt about it. I was afraid of one dog doing him going to the bin. That was the only worry we had tonight.
Michael Fortune was glad to leave the Irish weather behind in favour of the warm Florida sun. We catch up with him as he continues his look at the Greyhound scene in the USA.
Like anywhere where greyhound racing is run, Irishmen play a major role. One of the top trainers in Derby Lane is a Tipperary man called Mick D'Arcy.
The kennel system, when I came to America first, I thought it could be improved so much that I'd become a genius, you know. And after about a year, I found out that the kennel system here works for the race tracks that we've got. Our space is basically limited, so we use the cages. They're now starting to come into Ireland. A friend of mine up in Newry, Tom Courtney, he's put them in for his coursing dogs, actually, and it's working out quite good. It's also used by, I believe, some of the trackmen now who might have an eye on America for the future, and it would acclimatise their dogs. As you've seen this morning, the dogs love it. You know, we try and keep the females on top as much as we can. They jump up, they're quite happy, they're friendly, they're not afraid. You know, some people have this idea that they get claustrophobic because they're in such a small space, but they're really not because it's open. They can look out, they can see everything that's going on, and it keeps them happy. And a happy dog is a good dog. Racing in America would not be as personal as racing in Ireland, where you can bring your own dog. Here you own dogs, they race in a kennel, you get to see them run. You don't have that close physical contact with them that you would have in Ireland or England. But from a trainer's point of view, it's still the same. We're with them basically 16, 18 hours a day. So for us, it's basically the same. But for an owner who'd like to be hands-on, Ireland or England would be a lot happier for him. Racing in America, basically you don't have your own gallops. So we use the track 90% of the time. Like this morning on a Tuesday morning, We come here for morning schooling, which is basically the same as unofficial trials in Ireland or England. We work the dogs in the morning here. Nobody knows who they are but ourselves. Then on the Tuesday night, we have official trials, official schooling, whereas the dogs appear in the programme and they run under racing conditions with blankets and under the eyes of the judge. That's done twice a week on this track, particular track here, Tuesdays and Fridays. The dogs have got a trial 3 times before they can go on the official list. They go on the official list, they then have to race within 12 days, whereas in Ireland it's 6 weeks. So you don't have to show any form for 6 weeks, whereas here we have to show form within 12 days, or that dog, if he doesn't run, has got to school back or trial back again, and likewise he's got to come back in within that 12-day period, otherwise he cannot run. Conformation-wise, I would think the Irish dog is broader in the chest, shorter striding dog, because he's racing on a faster surface, let it either be grass or let it be the new silicone sand that they're using now. Whereas here, for anybody to watch the racing here, you're running on a deeper sea sand type surface, and you need a longer striding dog. You need a dog that's not digging into the ground too much, basically run over the top of the ground. And he can, then our sprint is 550, whereas in Ireland you're sprinting from 300, 330, 360 up. Good Irish dogs have come over, but not so many lately. You're basically looking for a 600 type dog from Kilcohan Park, 575 from some of the other tougher tracks. But a 600-yard dog in Kilcohan Park that would get to the front and maybe hang on by a length or two might not suit here at all, although he's running over 600 yards. He's got to be able to come from behind. Like the race that we had here last night for the Irish group, you know, highlighted that when that dog of ours came from way off the pace to win it. You don't see that so much in Ireland, or in England for that matter. You basically see the dog that gets to the front, stays there, and the rest seem to hunt in behind him. Whereas here you'll see a lot of races, a dog coming from 8 or 10 lengths behind, and he'd pass out. And that race last night was a good race. There was decent dogs in that race. Most of those would be Saturday night dogs in Kilcohan Park. You know, they would be top of the line.
Geronimo with a late run. It's 5, 2, 6, and 3. Down the stretch, it's Fuzzy's Geronimo.
I'd love to have a crack at Kilcohan Park and the other trainers over there. I tried it once and it was a disaster, and I didn't have the knowledge of it and I didn't have the dogs, or either way. It could have been one or the other. But at this stage now, yeah, I wouldn't be afraid. But I'd need a constant supply of good dogs. I couldn't start at the bottom after handling the dogs that we've had here over the last few years. But if somebody came along with an offer of good dogs, yeah, I think I might be tempted.
After the break, a lesson in tic-tac movie style. The top stairs are tested over the Evelyn 750, and there's semi-finals from Newbridge. When part of the feature film Evelyn was shot at Harold's Cross before Christmas, bookmaker Teddy Hegarty's son Emmett was chosen to play the Tic-tac man. He explains how he got the role.
Initially, they were going to start off having bookmakers, real bookmakers playing the parts of bookmakers, but then they decided to get actors in to play bookmakers, but they needed a Tic-tac man. So Ted suggested that I do it. So I went down anyway, and they tried me on. They gave me the gloves, and as the shoes fit, wear them. You use your right hand, and you start at the chin for 1, right? Then onto the nose for 2, then across the side of the face for 3, top of the head for 4, down to the shoulder for 5, onto the belly for 6, then across onto the other shoulder for 7, then back of the hand for 8, then 9 would be on the elbow, and 10 would be fists together. And then we say for bigger prices 11 to 1 would be 10 and 1, but I don't think you get too many of them off my father anyway.
Well, a couple of months ago we showed you the Teddy Hegarty shootout over 6 bends around Harold's Cross. The 2 main pretenders on that occasion were Metric Tiger and Making Merry. Tonight in the final of the Evelyn 750 we have those 2, but add to them Hello Bud and Mega Delight. We got one hell of a race in store. Well, the dog's now on parade for the final of the Evelyn 750. Leading the parade, number 1, Hello Bud. This fellow's been one of the best stayers in the country in 2001. He's trained by Paul Hennessy down in Gowran. He's owned by Seamus Murphy in Dublin. And he's a son of Argyll Buddy and Clonlay Lass. Expect this fellow to lead in the inside. In trap number 2, a second representative from the Paul Hennessy kennel. This one owned by Keith Doherty in Dublin. He's a son of Smooth Rumble and Daly's Heartthrob. He'll be one of the outsiders here. In 3 is Mega Delight. This one lower the colours of the favourite Making Merry last week in the semi-finals. She's trained by Seamus Graham down in Ballochmoyler. She's a daughter of Smooth Rumble and Knock Even Joy, and she's owned by Bob Morton from England. In 4 is the complete outsider. It's Unsinkable Boxer. This one trained by Barry Noon and owned by Pat Martin in County Meath. He's a son of Vintage Prince and Rathmines Power. In 5 is Metric Tiger. This son of Smooth Rumble and Metric Melba is trained by Johnny Kavanagh and owned by Larry Byrne down in County Wexford. This fellow probably needs further, but just watch him coming home. And completing the lineup is number 6, Making Merry. This the hot favourite. She's trained by Philip Goff, owned by John Fitzgerald and Pauline Corcoran down in Waterford. She's a daughter of Tom's the Best and Tinra Princess. This perhaps one of the greatest stayers we've ever seen in Ireland. Well, the dog's now all in traps. The hare is on its way for the final of the Evelyn 750. The hot favourite here, number 6, Making Merry at 11-8 on. In trap number 1, Hello Bud. In 2, Derrybeg Tiger. In 3, Mega Delight. 4, Unsinkable Boxer. 5, Metric Tiger. And in 6, the favourite, Making Merry. And away they go on fast on a stride. Number 3, Mega Delight. In 2nd now, Hello Bud. The favourite's at it for the starting solo. She's in 5th spot around the corner. But it's number 3, Mega Delight. In 2nd spot now, number 1, Hello Bud. Been challenged on the outside by Unsinkable Boxer. Up past the stands for the first time. It's number 3, Mega Delight. It's going to take a hell of an effort to catch this one. In 2nd, now number 4, Unsinkable Boxer moving well. Back in 3rd, Hello Bud. The favourite's still in 5th spot. An awful lot of work to do. But down the far side, it's number 3, Mega Delight. She's stretching clear. She's about 5 or 6 lengths clear of number 4, Unsinkable Boxer. Back in 3rd, number 1, Hello Bud. Making Merry trying to make a move, but forced to check around the second last corner. Now around the last corner, it's still number 3, Mega Delight. She's not going to be caught. Coming up to the line, she's stretching clear to beat number 4, Unsinkable Boxer. He ran a hell of a race, moaning on for strongly. It's very close for 3rd. I'll leave that one to the judge. And the result of the final of the Evelyn 750, well, the winner was number 3, Mega Delight. She led from traps. In 2nd spot, number 4, Unsinkable Boxer. Back in 3rd, Metric Tiger. The winning time, 42:01.
Nicky, you're getting very used now to coming over and plundering all the Irish prizes.
It's a lot easier for me to send the dogs over to be trained by local trainers as well. So I'm thinking to do it on permanent basis. It saves me the stress and hassle and expense. So yeah, it's working out well. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the bitch.
A very good friend of mine bought her about 6 months ago, and I tried her in England, and I wasn't getting very far with her, so I thought sending her back and breed the Irish hare again might change her, you know, so I sent her to Showmas, and it's worked out well again.
Well, she's only with me about 2 months altogether, and Nick Stava here asked us to take her, and thanks be to God he did, because I'm very pleased to have her around the place. But when you get one from Nick, you always expect to be a good one, because he doesn't have anything else.
Well, I said to Showmas in the beginning, I said, she's going to have a chance, she's going to lead no matter what the trap draw is, and if she leads a bit of crowding behind, she will hold on, which is what worked out to be.
I thought trap 3 was a bit of a handicap. I would have loved her to be drawn trap 1, as I thought Hello Bud would lead up, but when she led, I knew the race was over. Or I thought it was anyway, thank God it was. But she's really good bitch. She's really settled in and enjoying herself down the country.
So what would be the plans for her now?
Well, you'd have to talk to Nick about that. I hope he leaves her in Ireland anyway for a while.
Well, we don't really make any plans further than the next race, so we'll have to think the next day or two, you know, see what's coming up, you know. But obviously she needs his pistols, and it's up to him as well. I don't know what the program is here, you know.
So she's going to stay here?
Yeah, she's going to stay here.
We're here in Newbridge for the semi-finals of the Seamead 575. In the first semi-final, Droopy's Gloria runs from 1. In 2 is Centenary Star, 3 local artist, 4 Cooladown Borough, 5 Gaytime Digger, and in 6 is Glen Cormac. Now the hare coming off the final bend. Behind the tramps, the favourites in trap 1, that's Droopy's Glory on the inside. Not normally the very best away. Not too well away this time either. There's Local Artist leading up from number 5, Gate Time Digger in second. Local Artist and Gate Time Digger, the favourites back in third. Struggling for fourth. There's Local Artist on the second bend, but the favourites got into a position magnificently there with Gate Time Digger in front. Now the favourite Droopy's Glory moving along with Local Artist in second, but Gate Time Digger leading 3 lengths in front into the third bend, and it's Gate Time Digger in front. Local Artist closing the gap rapidly, and Droopy's Glory in third. It's going to be close up this straight. Gate Time Digger in front. Local Artist normally comes home fast, and so does Droopy's Gloria. Coming towards the line is Gate Time Digger holding on from number 3, Local Artist in second, and number 1, Droopy's Gloria in third. The result of the first semi-final, the winner number 5, Gate Time Digger, owned by Timmy O'Connell from Blarney. Second, number 3, Local Artist, and third, number 1, Droopy's Gloria. Time 31:61. So to the second semi-final, where in trap 1 we have Go Black. In 2 is Force Magic. Trap 3, King's Prince. In 4, Crossley Lark. Wearing the orange of 5 is Rob for 50, and on the outside in 6, Claudia Glory. Now the hare on the final bend behind the traps for the second semi-final. The favourite Go Black is in 1. Howley Fair from the inside. Out quite well from 1 and going up well on the inside, Go Black. But number 6, Claudia Glory, going up strongly to lead into the bend. From number 2, Force Magic, and number 1, Go Black. Number 5 is also well, and there's big trouble at the corner. 2 of them knocked over on the bend, and it's number 6, Claudia Glory, leading down the back straight. From number 1, Go Black in second. These are a mile clear of Crossley Lark, making ground in third. It's Claudia Glory into the second last bend by about 3 lengths from number 1. That's Go Black, the favourite in second. Claudia Glory, the second favourite. So the 2 market leaders have this between them, but it's Claudia Glory out front, and Peter Cadan's dog coming to the line, the winner. It's Claudia Glory winning from number 1, Go Black, with number 4, Crossley Lark, making up big ground late. The result of the second semi-final, the winner number 6, Claudia Glory, owned by Peter Canan. Second, number 1, Go Black, and third, number 4, Crossley Lark. Time, very fast, 31:41.
The trap draw for the final was made by sponsor Jer Canty. In trap 1, Droopy's Gloria. 2, Go Black. In trap 3, Local Artist. Trap 4, Claudia Glory. 5, Crossley Lark. And trap 6, Gate Time Digger.
Another busy week on the track front, starting on Thursday night when we have the finals of the Red Book unraced and the Novice 550 stake at Shelbourne Park. Also at Cork that night, the final of the Sonic Flight stake. Then on Friday, the final of the CME 575 will be run at Newbridge, while at Tralee they will stage the Conguiney Engineering Stake final and also the semi-finals of the Killaley Kebab Stake. And at Harold's Cross, the Judicial Pride Tri-Distance event will get underway. On Saturday night, big stuff. We have the semi-finals of the Guinness Trophy at Cork and the second round of the Tote Gold Cup at Shelbourne Park, where the Spring 575 final will also be run. At Mullingar, we have the semi-finals of the Oliver Brennan 600. Down in Waterford, there's the final of the Paddy Sharkey Open. And at Thurles, the first round of the traditional Casco unraced stake. And then next week, the very valuable Fair Warrior Open 400 will get underway at Mullingar on Tuesday night.
On next week's programme, we bring you all the excitement from Shelbourne Park as the second round of the Tote Gold Cup gets underway. For more information on Irish Greyhound racing, ownership and syndication, visit our website at www.igb.ie or email us at admin@igb.ie.